Hello, everyone. Welcome. Super excited to be here. It looks like we are streaming live. Say hello, whether you're in the chat live or replay. I'm happy to see who's here. Today, I'm going to jump in with the top 7 reasons why I love working with my team of archangels and how they can help you too. And I would love to know as we go through this, can you relate to any of these or any other ways that you love working with your archangels as well? Archangels are really here to help human beings have more peace and happiness as humans. This human existence can be intense sometimes and difficult. And so really, I've worked with the archangels in so many different ways, and they've really, really changed my life. And their energy is very accessible and easy to tap into. On an energy level, they can really bridge that connection between the divine, your higher self energy, that high frequency of the divine, and our human selves. They're a wonderful bridge. And so for me, and for a lot of people, they can often be the first set of spirit guides that you might come across. Not for everybody, but for, I would say, a large portion of people, archangels are kind of the first spirit team that they recognize. And of course, I just continue to work with them because I just love, love, love them. So let me tell you my top 7 reasons. One, never feeling alone. Let me know if you've ever felt alone. I feel like if you're in my world, you probably felt like the outcast. You might have felt like you were misunderstood, especially once you've had a spiritual awakening, and especially when majority, if not all of the people around you at that time haven't, they don't really understand what you're going through. Often, and just in general, right? Again, I think a lot of us are here sort of to change the way things have been. And so we might be going against the grain. We might be sort of different than others in our, like in school or in your family or just in society. You might kind of feel like, what the heck? Where did I come from? I feel so different, right? Or you just feel lonely because people aren't really seeing the fullness of you, right? A lot of times people can only see the version of you that they can accept or see, right? And once we've had a level of spiritual awakening, sometimes they're still seeing a past version of you, which can also feel lonely. So let me know in the chat if you have ever felt lonely, right? And I think that when you're working with the archangels, it expanded my sense of peace, right? My ability to not feel alone, to always know that I was supported. And because I knew that I wasn't alone, right? First of all, it just helped me so much through my spiritual awakening part of my journey when I did feel like, nope, like my old life didn't fit me and here's my new life, but I didn't have any people within it to talk to about things. The archangels were really there helping me in that, but they've also continued, right? So like every time we go to venture into something new, I think knowing that I always have spiritual support team that I can just tune into, I've cultivated the discernment and the awareness to receive clear information from them and to have that guidance to support me has been both healing, but also allowed me to take much bigger leaps of faith in what it is I was willing to go for in my life, right? That was possible for me. The second reason that I love working with my team of archangels is they've helped me to heal patterns, right? Both on emotional level, physical level, mental, right? I had definitely, when I've injured myself in a couple of in one particular car accident, I just felt like I was wrapped in the arms of angels and wasn't hurt, even though my entire car was broken out. And then in another accident, I actually had hurt myself pretty badly. The car kind of came out of park and ran me over. And in that process, I mean, it could have been fatal for sure. There's a couple different instances that my doctor and my surgeon actually told me that this miracle how I've healed, right? And it's because I was literally working with my angels every single day. So I've watched them help me heal physically, mentally, emotionally. I remember when I was stuck in cycles of really codependent, abusive relationships, and I really just needed help with shifting that. So they helped me know my worth, heal patterns, start to know myself so that I could actually heal at the core on an emotional level and know that I desired more, right? I mean, this just goes on and on and on in the ways that they have really helped me heal so many different levels of patterns. Also with drinking, I definitely was like, I don't want to be white knuckling. I just don't want it, right? And of course I did the inner healing work, which is what they helped me with as well, so that I could release the underlying emotional causes for why I wanted to drink, or if you eat or gamble or sex or whatever, there could be addictions to everything, right? Currently, I've been definitely having help being guided, going more plant-based, right? I've actually, I think, been pretty plant-based for the last almost 2 weeks now, which for me in the past, when I tried that was more difficult. I'm like, okay, but I don't want it, right? But my energy is changing. They're helping me find recipes and things that are easy that I like. And so they can really help you heal patterns on any level, right? Which is powerful. The third reason is manifesting miracles, right? They open doors often that I could not see, especially when I'm riddled in fear or stress, or in the daily life, even of just like running around. It's like stress and of the day-to-day life sometimes is what causes stress, right? And of course, we might have bigger periods of time where things are going on, absolutely, but they definitely help you manifest miracles. Really, they're the bridge, they're messengers of God. That's of the divine, of the universe, right? They're here to help humans live a life that they love, right? That is, and oftentimes that is about releasing the stress or the fear that happens, whether it's about fear of money or stress in your family or relationships, any different ways. And because of that, they could help to open other doors of possibilities that when you're in stress, you can't see or connect with for yourself. Like we all have our intuition, absolutely. And I never suggest or advocate for abdicating responsibility or giving away your power to your spirit guides either, right? Or your archangels. But it's really, they do help you bridge back to that alignment, because when you are in a lot of fear or stress, it's very difficult to hear that voice of God or the divine, right? Or your higher self, right? The voice of love is very difficult, very different than fear. And so when you're in that place, I find that the angels have been really powerful with helping me bridge back to find my alignment and center. And then I can kind of connect back with my own connection to source and my own intuition from that place. The fourth reason is because they help me cultivate my intuition, right? Through practicing. So when you start to, because there is free will of choice, we have to ask and invite the archangels to support you or to give you guidance, but you get to build this a library of symbols. You start to build and recognize discerning energy, right? Especially when you start to learn different archangels, right? Instead of going, oh, I have a spirit guide or an angel, you can start to say, oh, that's Archangel Michael or Archangel Jophiel. What message do you have for me? How can you help me? I always suggest starting your day just asking, how can I align with my higher path today? Please guide me with loud, clear signs I can easily understand, and the confidence and courage to act on them, right? And then when you do that, you've opened the gate. And so then all day you can just be practicing yourself into alignment, which just means you're going to manifest more quickly, and you're going to cultivate your intuition, because you'll begin to really recognize more easily how your intuition is speaking to you, right? Who your archangels are and all the things. So that is another really powerful way, is just creating that library of symbols, building that muscle, starting to tune in to being able to see the unseen when you're not just in a meditation space or receiving a healing from somebody, but instead as you're walking through your waking day. And that's how you're going to be that conscious creator and find yourself in the middle of synchronicities all day long, right? Which is how it's meant to be, which is super exciting. And that kind of comes into the next one that I love, which is number 5, which is about being a conscious creator, right? In your life and business, because in that way, you are now, nothing's impossible. You're not alone. You don't have to know the how. You're supported and guided. So therefore you can just tap in and follow the 1 or 2 steps at a time. Right. And so it has allowed me to go for bigger dreams and manifest things much more clearly. And, especially when we first start into like maybe a big goal of switching careers or businesses or creating a purpose work, which I know many of you feel called to do, it's cloudy, right? There's different periods of times where it's murky or unclear. You don't, there's just so much. And so they can really help you break it down to, what are the 1 or 2 steps today? What are the 1 or 2 steps today? Where do I narrow my focus so that I can achieve this bigger goal, right? And they really work hand in hand. The 6th way is a lot with my business, but doesn't have to be just with your purpose work, though I know many of you will resonate with this, is they're always helping me with ideas. They're helping me with creating content, with really kind of having this conversation of having the guidance and support to create content of what type of content the collective would be benefited from, right? So I do tune in psychically on my own, but I often do also work with my archangels and guides, or feel guided to where one of them will step forward and want to collaborate basically in one of my monthly workshops as an example, or in my larger Soul Success Unleashed program. Or in this case, I haven't even mentioned, but I've got my Archangel Alignment Activation Series on sale through tomorrow. So working with them, they can help you in many ways for sure. And 7th way is fun. They're just fun. They're funny. They have a sense of humor. They can help you shift your energy when you're in a funk and help you get aligned. And they're a lot of fun, and they bring a lot of joy to have in your life, right? They're like that, the friends who are never going to judge you and berate you. They're always going to love you and see the best in you and believe in you. And that goes a long way. So those are my top 7 reasons why I personally love connecting with my archangels. So I hope that makes sense. I'm trying to see if I'm here. I can't see the comments right now, but I will come back to them if you are here. And so, yeah, let me know how those resonate for you. I do have my Archangel Alignment Activation Series, and it's always at an incredibly wonderful price. People have paid full price for it. It's on my website year round. However, every so often I feel guided to offer it at a great discount. It is $150 off, or about 30% off of the price. There's in full payment plan. Regularly it's $497. It's on sale for $347, or 3 payments of $133. And there are 15 modules. That's an insane amount of energy, not only information, but also a healing library, because there's 15 different healings as well. So there's 15 different Archangel training modules. So you will learn to connect with and have 15 different archangels on your spiritual support team. I'm going to teach you in each module, you'll have a short video training kind of telling you about their specialty, the symbols, signs. I believe there's channeled messages in there often, or for all of them, I think. And also just mostly like how to work with them, what their frequency is, how to recognize them. And then you get an attunement. There's an activation for each and every one that both helps you to attune to their energy and meet them and connect with them so that you can work with them if you feel called to, but also a healing, a complete healing on their specialty. And when I go through the 15 different ones, there's pretty much a healing that you could use for anything, any area of your life, that you can really work with them on. If you look, and there's also a worksheet, like a page where I kind of jot down the basics of who they are. So if you've already watched it and you want to come back and have a point of reference, you can look at the worksheet as well. There's over 6 hours of content via training and meditations that you can listen to over and over and over again. And if you look on the page, let me share the page. I should do that. Oh, I don't have the pages open. I have to come back and add the page link in the description for YouTube and on Facebook. For some reason, it's not showing me the Facebook Live, even though it shows me that I am live. I can't quite see it. Let me see. Let me try one more spot. Yeah, I don't know why it's not showing me. Sorry, you guys. Let me see. I want to try one more spot because this is kind of fun to see the chat while we're live. But in the process of this, there, I'll try to put it in there and see if that works. Okay, I can see the chat there. So when it comes to the archangels, if you look on that page, you'll see all the different archangels that you'll meet, and you'll see like just a snippet of their specialty. There's angel of prosperity, so there's a prosperity meditation, angel of healing, so there's a healing meditation, angel of clarity, so that there's a clarity, like if you're not being able to see a clear path, there's an archangel and a healing meditation working with esoteric wisdom and increasing your intuition. There's an archangel to support you with releasing grief and sadness and sorrow. There's again, 15 different ones, and they really do cover pretty much all areas, all areas of your life. So I look forward to hearing how that goes for you. The sale is on sale and through March 19th Pacific time, like 11:59 p.m. So through the end of March 19th, if you are seeing this live. So you'll have a couple of days to register at that rate. And so let me know if you have any questions. I would look forward to it. I know that I get emails from people who have listened to it 6 months, a year later, still working with it, and it changed their whole world. They're working with their archangels and many other spirit team because they've learned how to cultivate that trust and work with their spirit guides as a way to co-create their highest path in this lifetime and really live in alignment with their higher purpose in a way that feels fun and good to them. So I hope this resonates for you. I can't wait to hear how it goes. I look forward to talking with you again soon. All right, bye for now.